Oregon law governing motorists passing bicycles has gone through significant changes since the 2007 legislature changed the law to make Oregon a national leader in providing a model statute on how to do it safely. Because the new law requires that a motorist pass a bicycle and give the bicyclist enough room so that if the bicyclist was to fall over as the pass maneuver occurs, the motorist must not touch the bicyclist, even though the bicyclist is now lying flat on the road in the roadway. What that means is that you can tell from common sense, what the bicyclist must receive is the distance between the bottom of the tire to the top of the bicyclist's head, with the bicyclist flopped over on the road, as a distance between the motorist and the bicyclist each and every time. However, the law, which went into effect in 2008, does have a limitation in that motorists are only required to provide that much room when the speed limit is above 35 miles an hour, which allows motorists in a dense urban environment to provide less space to bicyclists because everyone is somewhat crowded together in a low-speed situation. But out on a two-lane blacktop roadway, for example, or on the highway, motorists must not pass unless they give us that much room. And they're also allowed to come closer to us when we're turning left and they're going around the right side of us, because under that situation they're usually going at a considerably lower rate of speed because they've slowed down somewhat when they go around us. On the other hand, if one is to look at the way that the Oregon pass maneuver is supposed to be conducted, you'll see that even on a fairly high-speed highway situation, the motorist gives considerably more room to the bicyclists before they pass when they provide the proper legal limit. Because it's not a question of, well, was it a safe or an unsafe distance? The police officer can testify in traffic court after giving a ticket to the driver that the driver was not sufficiently far out such that if the bicyclist had fallen over, the bicyclist would not have been touched by the vehicle. And that's the only proof that's necessary for a conviction.
A driver of a motor vehicle commits the offense of unsafe passing of a person operating a bicycle if the driver violates any of the following requirements. The driver of a motor vehicle may only pass a person operating a bicycle by driving to the left of the bicycle at a safe distance and returning to the lane of travel once the motor vehicle is safely clear of the overtaken bicycle. For purposes of this paragraph, a safe distance means a distance that is sufficient to prevent contact with the person operating the bicycle if the person were to fall into the driver's lane of traffic. This paragraph does not apply to a driver operating a motor vehicle in a lane that is separate from and adjacent to a designated bicycle lane at a speed not greater than 35 miles per hour, or when the driver is passing a person operating a bicycle on the person's right side and the person operating the bicycle is turning left. The driver of a motor vehicle may drive to the left of the center of the roadway to pass a person operating a bicycle proceeding in the same direction only if the roadway to the left of the center is unobstructed for a significant distance to permit the driver to pass the person operating the bicycle safely and avoid interface with oncoming traffic.